Ardwulf, welcome. This is the last of the Origins 2018 unboxing videos. And this time we have Reds from GMT Games, Russian Civil War by Ted Rasier. Now this is a game I've been looking at for a while, and I believe there are multiple editions of it, or multiple printings at least, which do have some differences of some significance. What that all amounts to, I haven't done the legwork to find out, but this is the more recent printing. I'm pretty sure this is still available from GMT. It is in the GMT inch and a half box, maybe, something like that. Looks like about an inch and a half. Inch and a quarter, something like that. It's not a common box size for GMT, but GMT doesn't, and never really has, had a single uniform box size like Avalon Hill kind of did for a while. So let's have a look. This is not a super component heavy game. There's not tons of pieces or anything like that. I think it's one map, but I could be wrong. So we got, Ted Rasier is a designer whose work I have liked in the past. We have, even though it's kind of the short box, it's super thick. It's like as thick as, or up close to, as thick as those newer GMT boxes for a lot of their games where they're like practically bulletproof. They're so thick. Okay, so we get a die and another die, and of course they're a red and a white die, which is totally appropriate. We have a white player aid card with political restrictions, and we have a red player aid card with political restrictions and a regional summary. So there is some video on YouTube of Reds, and I have watched that, and it's pretty interesting looking. So the rule book here is 24 pages on the, what I would say, it's a little thicker than like the old school GMT stuff. This isn't a new game by any means, but it's not especially ancient either. So we've got looks like a fair number of illustrations and stuff. 24 pages, doesn't look super dense. I want to say the game has relatively high solitaire ability. So we have a sheet here of what look like 5/8 inch counters, and these are on the thick GMT brown core stock. And then we have another sheet also on the thick GMT brown core stock, which as I've mentioned many times, I prefer, of 5/8 inch counters of the units and stuff. So this I'd never handled the components for this before. I'm very pleased by the thickness and extra size of the counters. And we have one map, which of course represents Russia in the time of the Russian Revolution and the ensuing unpleasantness. This game looks really interesting. Like I said, it's a really interesting subject. It is not a subject that has often been approached by war games. This is not the only game on the subject. I know SPI did one back in the day, and that's not one of those particularly fondly remembered SPI titles as far as I recall. But this game has continued to draw some attention to people interested in the subject. So 1918 and 1921. Real curious to have a look at this, and I'm very pleased to finally have this. I've had my eye on this for years. It's not an expensive game particularly, and I picked it up for Enterprise Games, and I was very happy with the price. So if you're interested in Reds, Enterprise Games has copies for I think a very good price. So that is the Origins unboxing wrap-up. So I plan on doing a con retrospective video, but that will take me a little bit longer to put together. So expect that in the next couple of days. Hopefully that will actually happen this year, and it did not last year. Although if you're following me on Twitter, the link to which is in the notes below, I did post some video already to Twitter. They were very brief videos. So I'll put all that stuff together, put some additional thoughts together, maybe get a blog post up. We'll see. But the short spin down is I had a great time at Origins. You should go if it's possible for you, and we'll see you all very soon.